for KD Chats here at SMITHEE TV in downtown Toronto with artist, filmmaker, and entertainer Sean Ward. What initially got you into making web series?
Well, the web series that I make, it's all about superheroes and fun stuff like that. So it's really my love of comic books and my lifelong dream of being a comic book creator and a filmmaker and kind of tying them both together. So now that we have the technology that we have in this world, I'm able to do both and play one off the other. And that's how it all got started for me, was just like a real love of kind of that material and those characters.
Your series have had millions and millions of hits. Were you expecting this when you first started it?
Not at all. I mean, I always was confident that eventually I would have success at that, but for it to happen the way it did so suddenly, literally overnight, it shocked all of us because we had been making videos and some of them would get, you know, the more popular ones had maybe a few thousand views. So we thought if we could top that and get maybe 5,000, that would be huge. But then it ended up doing like 250,000 over the first weekend, and then that video was 1 million in a week, and it's been pretty bonkers since then.
And for those of the audience who may not know, tell me a little bit about these two postcards here. We have Spider-Man versus Batman in Toronto and Batman's Night Out.
Those are the cards for the two most popular videos on my channel. So the one on top, Spider-Man versus Batman, actually today hit 4 million, just today. And the one below that, Batman's Night Out, that was the video that first went viral for us 1 year ago. And that one, like I said, did 1 million views in a week. And so we have these two cards here. So anybody who meets us at a Comic-Con or something like that, you got a little something to take home as a souvenir.
Very cool. And you are also a comic book illustrator, and you make these comic books. What I found really interesting is that you started selling them on Queen Street. Mm-hmm. How did that help you in the years to follow?
Well, it helped in a big way, because it was just a thing that I could do with no education or no business background. It was just a thing that I could do to take some very huge, deliberate steps in trying to assert myself and start just from ground zero with nothing, building a career in the arts. So it was a great way for me to build an audience locally, to workshop a format and develop stories that people would respond to. And then as years would go by, it helped me in that it was this very big, bold, brash thing that I had done that I could always draw upon those experiences to boost confidence, and also to just have that kind of guerrilla marketing mindset when it comes to everything else I would do from then on.
As a child, what comic books really inspired you? What were you the biggest fan of?
Oh man, when I was really little, I was all about Superman. But as I grew up, Spider-Man, to this day, Spider-Man is my guy. It really has to do with that whole, with great power comes great responsibility lesson. I don't know if you ever saw it, but my philosophy goes that an artist in this world, the artist is the superhero, and that person's talent is their superpower. Mm-hmm. And all of the forces that try to, keep us busy or too busy to get any work done or try to distract us or make us procrastinate, those are the villains. And so life is this epic struggle of how bad do you want it, how much are you willing to put into it, do you got what it takes, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And here we have a few of your comic books. Captain America versus Thor, on opening weekend, and Tomorrow Never Knows. What can we expect to find inside these?
Well, one's the Beatles and one's superheroes, two very different worlds, but what's the same between those two books is that they're both very cartoony, over-the-top, silly, fun, upbeat, and funky representations of subject matter that I hold very, very near and dear to my heart.
Awesome. And you also have another comic book coming out shortly. Absolutely. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. This is going to be called The Sean Ward Electric Comics Freakout #1. Mm-hmm. This is going to be an all-new series. It's a whole cast of my original characters. Issue #1, we're aiming for a June launch to get it ready for Niagara Falls Comic-Con. And it's going to be fantastic. It's sort of my attempt to use cartoon characters and really silly stories to address certain really big, serious questions about creativity and how to build a life as an artist.
Great. And where's the best place to find you at various conventions and Comic-Cons?
Oh, if you hit up SeanWard.net, that's my website, or just pop my name into Google and you get all of my Twitter, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. Just keep in touch via those channels and you'll get all the news through there and find out where I'm going to be and how to get what I'm working on.
Cool. And finally, tell me a little bit about this and how we can get our hands on something like it.
Oh, well, that's my Yellow Submarine card, of course. That was based on a limited edition art print that I did. Yellow Submarine, the classic Beatles movie, is like the very root that all of my creativity and my artistic sense sprouts from. So if you want to take a closer look at that, like I said, check on the website. You can get yourself a card, an art print, some comic books. Treat yourself.
Great. Thank you so much, Sean. Congratulations on all of your success, and best of luck in the future.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me, and thank you for watching.
Thank you. I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats here at SMITHEE TV in downtown Toronto.